What's up, you guys? It's your boy Philip Turner here, and today what we're going to talk about is how social anxiety is blocking you silently from all your opportunities in life, not just the things that could be happening at a party or in a social situation. So this goes a lot deeper than just out socializing and meeting people. This actually is the same part of your brain that is preventing you from making money. It's preventing you from living your life's purpose, and it's preventing you from meeting and dating the type of people that you want to meet and date. So what happens is you project a negative event out in the future turning out in a way that you don't want. That's what anxiety is. It's a future-based fear that you have in your timeline, in your future, turning out in a way you don't want. And because you have that event there, your unconscious mind has to prepare for the danger, and so in preparation for that danger, it has to summon all the symptoms of anxiety, the increased heart rate, the adrenal fatigue, or your adrenal glands pumping up. Eventually you get fatigued from it, but initially you get like a burst of energy. Your heart rate increases, your mouth starts to get dry. Like every time I say your mouth starts to get dry, my mouth starts to get dry because my unconscious mind is like, mouth dry, cool. And you'll actually you can start to sweat, your armpits can get sweaty, and because your body's having to cool off from those symptoms, like you're gonna exert energy, so your body needs to stay cool so you have the energy to survive this dangerous situation. So when you go into a social setting, you're feeling the symptoms of anxiety. That's just your body preparing for a danger. And when your body's preparing for a danger and you're not completely at ease and you're not really truly expressing yourself as you actually are, that comes across in your subcommunication. It's not just the words you're saying, because you could be saying all the right words, like, hey guys, what's up? How are you doing today? And if you're not actually saying it in a way that's communicating status, then your subcommunication could be saying like, I'm really, really fucking scared right now. I don't feel safe here. And I don't really truly believe that I am worthy to be taking up your guys' time and energy. And when that comes across in your subcommunication, people see that, and our mirror neurons then respond as like, oh, this guy doesn't believe in himself and he doesn't think that he's worth my time and energy. Like, why am I gonna sit here and listen to him and entertain this? I have other things to do. And so it's weird and it's creepy and it's hard for other people to deal with. And so they could end up just leaving you, and then you take that as a rejection. So that's ultimately what happens when you experience social anxiety and you try to go out and you socialize. You're subcommunicating that you're not valuable. So that's what happens at like a party or in a social gathering or in a social situation. But what happens when it comes to your work or your higher purpose or your family? So if you are wanting to make more money and you want to go ask your boss for a job, like at your job, you want to ask your boss for a raise or a promotion. So you want to go in and you want to talk to them, you're calling to attention all the things that you've been doing, all the work you've been doing, all your hard work. You could feel really, really good about that, or you could not feel really good about that. And if you feel really, really good about it and you feel worthy and deserving, it's like, hey, this reason, I believe that I deserve this much. It's a very easy ask. But when it's a situation where you don't feel like you really actually have the status and you really don't, you unconsciously believe that you don't have the value to back it up and you don't have the value to be offering, to be asking for this, then it becomes really, really difficult. So your money is going to be limited by your belief that you have in yourself. And that's not just true at a job and getting a raise. That's true for applying for jobs that are higher status or on the higher end of what you could actually earn, the higher end of what your skill set would allow for. And that's not just at jobs, applying for higher status jobs. That also comes down to your own business and marketing and talking to other people about your own business, or even starting a business to begin with. If you don't actually believe in yourself and you don't have that self-belief and you don't really actually value yourself because you're projecting the negative things happening in the future, so you think the bad stuff's always going to be happening, you really actually believe that, your unconscious mind then responds, it limits your ability to be successful in starting a new business venture, in trying to get partners and trying to get clients and trying to ask for money. It becomes very, very difficult because of the social anxiety, because you might be thinking that you're going to be negatively judged. And if you're negatively judged, people don't like you, and they think that you're weird, or they see that you are not emotionally stable, you are a liability, and they would kick you out of the tribe on the primal tribal level. You would be kicked out of the tribe. You can't survive in nature by yourself, especially as a child. And so your survival instincts then kick in and actually start to shrink you down and make you weirder. Paradoxically, it makes you weirder, and people like you less than if you were just to own who you were. So that's how social anxiety is like one of the things that could be really limiting your success in actually getting money. And so you're killing your opportunities for business, for making money, because of social anxiety. This is also something that could be happening in your health. So some people have social anxiety and they are really afraid of eyes on them when it comes to like going to the gym. A lot of people that I've met have a lot of fear when it comes to going to the gym and working out, especially when they themselves are not yet fit. And I could see that. You know, it's like, oh, you know, I'm kind of chubby, I'm kind of overweight, I should really be going to the gym. But, you know, like I go to the gym and there's all those people there and they look so good. There's this like guy who's just so fucking jacked and like, you know, this super giga chad, and he's tall. And then there's like all these really hot girls there with like doing leg day every day. So they got the fattest asses of all time. Like they're so hot, but I can't like, I'm really scared to be in a situation like this because like I don't feel worthy to be taking up this space and this time. I'm not yet there. My body doesn't match what's going on there. I'm not in rapport with all these people because they're all fit and I'm not. So because of that, you're anticipating that these people are going to be negatively judging you. But the reality is everybody who goes to the gym just has respect for people who are at the gym. Like, I mean, at least 99% of anybody that I've met or talked to, like when I see like a chubby dude, like I live here in my apartment, when I see like a chubby dude in the gym over here, and he's like working out and trying to better himself, I'm like, fuck yeah, good for you, man. It's really awesome that you're owning your health. It's really awesome that you're taking responsibility for that. It's really awesome that you're wanting to be better. You're never going to be negatively judged by people who are doing more than you. Okay, because they're like looking up to other people who they want to like aspire to. Okay, it's only the people who are also fat and also out of shape and also overweight, like thinking like, oh, like you're gonna just start going to the gym and get all fit and everything. Like they're doing less, so they judge the people who are doing more than them. So it's not the reality that other people at the gym are negatively judging you because you're out of weight. But that could still be a belief. It could still be a decision that you've made. And because you've made that decision, your unconscious mind doesn't let you go to the gym. It doesn't align with that behavior. It doesn't allow that behavior to happen because it doesn't align with like, I don't want to feel embarrassment. I don't want to feel judged. I'm scared. I could be kicked out of the tribe. I'm a liability. I'm overweight. I can't hunt. I can't climb the mountain. I can't do anything because I got this gut and I'm going to run out of breath. So I'm a liability now. So it's better to just sit at home and not be seen. And now that then allows me to be safer, but you're not safer because you're slowly getting more and more unhealthy. You see what I mean? So this is how social anxiety like creeps in because you have a fear of being judged, you have a fear of being looked at, you have a fear of being seen, and it stops you from getting healthy. It stops you from getting fit and really just working on yourself and just becoming better. Like, you know, are fit people better than non-fit people? I don't know. Like that's an opinion that a lot of different people have. I think it's definitely healthier to be fit. And so, but when someone wants to get fit, they have a framework in their mind of like, I just want to be better. And when that's all you think about, oh yeah, I'm just working to be better. And I think that's really cool. That's your frame. That's what you're subcommunicating when you meet people and talk to them. Like, yeah, I'm always working to be better. And they will see that and they're like, oh, that person's always working to be better. I think that's really cool. You have confidence in that. They see your confidence. They actually want to meet you. They actually want to sit there and engage with you. They actually want to talk to you because you're really just owning your space and owning who you are. So these are some of the ways. I'm trying to think of another example. Yeah, going to the gym, meeting people, asking your boss for a raise, starting a business. Maybe just like approaching a girl that you really like That could be your future wife. That could be the mother of your child. She could be your best possible match. That's a big thing that like a lot of people don't even like get or actually even think about. Is like that woman that you're seeing has the potential to be your best possible match. She has the potential to be like the partner for you that you are like going to have like the most like best symbiotic relationship with. But because you don't feel worthy of her, because you don't feel worthy to take up her time and space and attention, you might think she's too good. You're afraid of being judged. You're afraid of the tribe looking down on you. She could belong to one of the alpha males in the group, and you don't know who the alpha males are in the situation, so you don't want to go talk to her because some other guy could come up to you and not like that his woman's giving you attention and then club you to death and kick you out of the tribe or, kill you because there's no police. Like when most of human history, there was no police. So we've evolved like all these coping mechanisms and emotional suppression and social anxiety just to stay alive long enough to finally procreate. But the problem is that you're not going to procreate because you're socially anxious and you're fucking weird. So how do you actually like how do you actually meet someone and go talk to them and create any sort of attraction when you're socially anxious because your DNA wants to reproduce, but you can't go talk to them because you're scared of dying. You're scared that you're going to be killed because like this woman could summon some other dude who's going to come kill you because he doesn't like who you are or what you're doing here. And you're trying to survive, but yet your DNA is like, I want to survive. We need to procreate and like reproduce. And so paradoxically, social anxiety is the very thing that's keeping you safe and stopping your DNA from reproducing. So another way, it's silently killing all of your opportunities in life just because you're afraid of what's going to happen if you're judged, if you're looked at, and people have a negative idea about you. So you're losing status in the tribe, you're losing status with other people, you're losing social alliances. Without any social alliances, the child version of you, which is your unconscious mind, doesn't know how to survive. And so it becomes a really, really dangerous situation. So what do you actually do about this? How do you let go of anxiety? How do you let go of social anxiety? You got to release the baggage. Okay, you got to release all the negative events that have happened in the past that you have these emotional attachments to. You have to release the anger, the sadness, the fear, the hurt, the guilt. And you have to let go of all those emotions. And then you have to project only the positive things in the future, which is letting go of anxiety. You need to align your values with your goals. And you need to have positive goals for the future. You need to take action towards those goals. And you need to maintain focus on those goals. And so, but it's all going to start with releasing baggage. So you can actually release anxiety for free. It only takes a few minutes. You click the link in my bio. You can get into a free training. There's actually a free training right there on the video, like right there on the first page. I give you the whole training and the whole framework of everything you need to be dangerous and learn how to do the process. But you can opt in and get the actual audio recording of the release where I can guide you through, and I'll take you by the hand and guide you through the emotional release process of anxiety so you can take that future-based event in which you feel anxious about and let it go from the root cause, and now you only have the positive event in the future. Your unconscious mind can no longer hold on to the anxiety anymore. This is something that within less than an hour, you could be letting go of anxiety like right now, today. So go ahead and click the link in the bio. Be sure to do that today and start letting go of anxiety. You can do this on as many events as you need to, and eventually what happens is your unconscious mind just starts to generalize that it's only supposed to place positive events in the future. And when it always just has positive events in the future, your unconscious mind can no longer create the anxiety anymore. And so I give that all to you totally for free. You don't need to go through years of therapy in order to let go of anxiety or any other negative emotion. This can all happen just in an hour because change happens now. It doesn't happen next week. It doesn't happen last year. Change only just happens now. So even in the future, when you decide to change and when you decide to let go of your anxiety, it's going to be now then. So you can either do it now, right now, or you could do it now, later. You could do it now in the future, now next week, now 2 years from now, now never, or you could just do it today and let go of anxiety right now, like actually right now. And that's all for free for you. So click the link in the bio for that, and be sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you guys found a lot of value in this video. Anxiety is a really, really big killer of opportunities in life, and I'm really tired of seeing that. It's been a really big killer of opportunities in my life because I was a weirdo. Yeah, I was a weirdo. I was kind of like socially anxious and kind of goofy. I had a really hard time with being myself, and because I had to build a persona that wasn't actually me, I started to attract people into my life who only liked the persona version of me, not actually me for who I was. And that ended up burning me really, really hard. So I don't want to see that for anybody else. I don't want to see that for you. I want you to start letting go of anxiety and have the freedom to really actually just self-express and be who you are. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.